Hello, my name is Zach Reaves, and I am the founding cellist and artistic director of Bridge the Gap Chamber Players. Bridge the Gap Chamber Players is a classical music ensemble based out of Dallas, Texas, and we have the main goal of trying to break down the barriers between us as performers and the audience members. We also intend to bridge the gap for young performers who are looking to get into a more professional scene, trying to play outside of their university or conservatory. And each program will also bridge the gap between the different eras of music. Every concert bringing something from classical to romantic to 20th century, even newly written, possibly even premiered works at our concerts. It's always been something that I wanted to do, was to start a concert series, but over the years I was never sure what I could possibly do to make mine different from all the rest. And I feel that we have that opportunity now to, in a thriving metroplex such as Dallas, to gear towards a younger audience and try and change the face of classical music in some ways. I started playing cello when I was 10 years old, having played for 13 years now, and music has always been a part of my life, coming from a family of musicians. Both of my parents are violinists, and I'm looking to keep my love for this art alive. I've had the great privilege to get to work with two of my great friends on this project, in Morabel Mio and James Gilson. James sadly cannot be with us. He's doing an internship at the Music Academy of the West out in California, but through Skype, he and Moira and I have been able to have meetings almost every week to really try and make this thing happen.
Hi from California.
I don't really think that it's a coincidence that so many of the great American classical music ensembles are having financial troubles these days. The economy is certainly a factor, but honestly I feel that we are bringing this burden on ourselves. Classical music has become a strictly intellectual thing now, which has completely taken the emotion out of the art. And by doing this, we're shunning away our audiences by making them feel unwanted or undereducated.
There are a lot of superficial elements that have contributed to the decline of classical music with regard to relevance in our culture. You know, people feel as though tickets are too expensive, and when they have a choice between spending $50 on a concert ticket and going and getting a drink with friends, I mean, getting a drink with friends is more fun and it's less expensive, and you know, parking is hard to come by, and they don't know if they have the right clothes, and a concert hall is somewhere they've never been and they don't feel comfortable, and when you get there people look at you funny if you clap between movements, and that's just so ridiculous, because the bottom line is that classical music is a reflection of humanity. It's a reflection of the human condition. It's all about human emotion and human experience and human history, and those are things that everybody can relate to, as long as they can put aside all of the pettiness and all these superficial things and just take it for what it is.
For the most part, the classical audience are people that are in their 60s and their 70s and their 80s, and the truth is that those people aren't going to be around forever to continue to fund our orchestras. We have to branch out to the younger generation, my generation, and show these people what means so much to me. And without them, we can't survive.
Zach and James and I have been friends for a couple years now, and we've had lots of conversations about how we look at classical music as musicians, how our friends who aren't musicians look at it, how our family looks at it. And we've all really come to the same conclusion, that classical music is not relevant to the majority of our society, and really for no good reason.
We're looking to provide a fun and welcoming atmosphere that everybody feels that they fit in. And we want to make sure that people in the audience know us as performers and can build a relationship such that they can really truly begin to love classical music and go into the performances.
And that's what we're really trying to do at Bridge the Gap Chamber Players. We're trying to bridge the gap between the musicians and their audiences and make classical music accessible for anyone who wants to come and listen.
We came to Kickstarter because we had seen that it had worked well for other projects in the past, and we're hoping to have some similar success.
Thank you so much for taking the time to view our video.
If you're at all interested in our cause, we hope that you'll consider supporting us.
We look forward to building a relationship with you in the future.